The South Korean Navy is likely to acquire more Aegis cruisers in addition to the 3 it already has. Some 37,000 homes went without power after a fire broke out in a power plant in Seoul over the weekend. And 800 Korean-made state-of-the-art police cars are now patrolling the streets of the Peruvian capital of Lima. Hello and welcome to News Today on KBS World. It's Monday, December 2nd. I'm Luke Clary. As the divide among Northeast Asian nations deepens over conflicting air defense zones, the South Korean Navy is likely to acquire more Aegis cruisers, in addition to the 3 that it already has.
The South Korean Navy has 3 Aegis cruisers now, each weighing 7,600 tons. At the Joint Chiefs of Staff meeting slated for December 22nd, the authorities will discuss getting 3 more cruisers. The decision comes in the wake of the rising conflict in Northeast Asia over the air defense zones of neighboring countries, which has prompted authorities to bolster the nation's naval capacity. The additional cruisers will be deployed earlier than scheduled before 2022.
2022년 이렇게 전력 분야에 말씀하셨는데 총장 생각도 같습니까?
근데 저 생각에는 더 땡길 수 있다고 생각됩니다.
Currently, it takes the Aegis cruisers 18 hours to reach Yoo Island from Busan. That's longer than the time required for the Chinese Navy and the Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force. But once the naval base on Jeju Island is built by the end of 2015, the South Korean Navy's response time will be about half as long.
이지스 함등 해군 기동전단 세력이 제주도 정지하게 되면 이들을 포함한 영내 해양 영토 군정에 대한 대응력이 향상될 것입니다.
The deployment of 4 flying tankers by 2017 is also expected to enable the nation's air force to conduct long-range operations in the skies over the Dokdo Islets and Yoo Island. The South Korean military says the Chinese and Japanese military aircraft will likely operate more frequently after South Korea's air defense zone is expanded to Yoo Island.
Korea's multipurpose satellite Arirang-5 was launched in August out of Russia. This satellite model is distinguished for its ability to take clear, sharp images at night or even on cloudy days.
Korea's multi-purpose satellite, Arirang-5, was able to successfully separate from the rocket 15 minutes after the launch and is now safely in orbit. This is an image of Paris photographed by the satellite's video radar from 550 kilometers above ground. Compared to the photo taken with the Arirang-3's optical observation camera, the one from the Arirang-5 is definitely sharper, although both images were taken on a cloudy day. The Arirang-5's SAR, or synthetic aperture radar, shoots microwaves onto the Earth's surface and synthesizes the reflected signals into a photo. Therefore, it is not affected at all by weather conditions. Unlike the Arirang-3, which is not able to take pictures at night, the Arirang-5 can observe and transmit images around the clock. Therefore, Korea's latest satellite can monitor natural disasters such as floods, forest fires, offshore oil spill accidents, and even illegal fishing activities by Chinese fishermen.
시험 영상들을 촬영하면서 영상의 질을 높이는 작업을 하고 있습니다. 충분히 좋은 영상을 확보할 걸로 생각하고 모든 걸 정상으로 판단하고 있습니다.
Once the final operation test is completed next February, the Arirang-5 will be surveying the Earth from 550 kilometers above ground for the next 5 years.
A fire broke out Saturday night at a power plant in Seoul, plunging some 37,000 homes into darkness. Investigators are looking into the cause of the crippling fire.
Red flames shoot out of the power plant building. An entire transformer was burned down, cutting off power to 37,000 homes nearby. The streets, stores, and residential areas were plunged into darkness for about 30 minutes. Blackened remains tell the extent of damage to the substation. Investigators searched the areas around the transformer. The police have obtained a floor plan of the substation and are questioning the employees of Korea Electric Power Company to find the cause of the blaze. KEPCO assumes that a trouble inside the transformer had started the fire, which spread to the transformer oil stored inside. The oil insulates the transformer's interior against electricity.
변압기 내부 고장으로 인해 가지고 파대가 확산된 걸로 그렇게 추정하고 있습니다. 절연유가 수납된 용기 안쪽을 얘기합니다.
The police and firefighters plan to take apart the transformer to find out the cause. Meanwhile, inspectors from KEPCO joined them to conduct a joint forensic investigation of the scene today.
Starting next year, workers in the public sector will be allowed to take their holidays when they fall on a weekend and move them to a weekday. But this has caused some confusion on the calendar.
This 2014 calendar was just printed, and it shows that one of the days for the Chuseok holiday next year falls on a Sunday. In this case, the holiday can be substituted with a workday, therefore September 10th should be marked in red. But on the calendar, it's black. On some other calendars, the date is black, but it has an accompanying note saying it's a day off.
업체마다 틀려가지고 날짜가 이렇게 하는 경우는 올해가 처음인 것 같아요. 이렇게 일관성이 없이.
The substitute holiday system will be first implemented only in the public sector. All other companies are not legally bound to the substitute holidays with workdays. But companies whose labor management agreements stipulate that their holidays are observed according to the public sector's regulations, banks, are also among such businesses. Most of the private sector companies have yet to decide whether to implement the substitute holiday system. They don't like the idea of replacing holidays because it may undermine productivity and incur additional costs. It remains to be seen what decision they will reach.
지역 사정에 따라 다른 노조가 요구하면 단협해서 해야겠죠.
The substitute holiday system that will go into effect for the public sector is now causing confusion for the rest of society.
Some innovative thinking has led to a more mutually beneficial relationship between traditional markets and major department stores. Let's have a look at this budding relationship.
The food section of this department store in Seoul sells popular traditional market snacks such as dumplings and pancakes.
재래시장하고 이렇게 하니까 저렴하고 친근감이 있고 좋은 것 같아요.
This food fair is part of a partnership that the department store has concluded with a traditional market located across the street.
남대문 상권이 조금 침체되어 있는데요. 그래서 전통시장과 백화점이 함께 힘을 모아 상권을 활성화시키기 위해서 기획하게 됐습니다.
And this department store also helps a nearby traditional market. They offers customer service training to merchants and funds renovation of market. This 20-year-old store recently renovated the walls and floors with the help of the department store. It even uses price tags and shopping bags. Thanks to the regular training provided by department store, the quality of service at this market has improved dramatically. Department stores and traditional market have transformed from former rivals to partners by helping each other to improve reputations and maximize sales.
More Korean families are choosing to have just one child, leading to concerns that they might grow up to be selfish or self-centered. This has led to a host of innovative solutions.
These children seem considerate of their younger siblings. They're not siblings by blood, but rather are paired by the kindergarten. Half of the 5-year-olds in this kindergarten were found to be only children. So last year, the kindergarten started to pair up the children of different ages as siblings.
유치원에는 동생이 있어요. 그래서 좋아요.
The children are starting to show a difference in their behavior.
외동아이가 많다 보니까 자기중심적인 사고도 굉장히 크고요. 남에 대한 배려가 없기 때문에 이제 그런 것들을 증진시키는데 큰 기여를 하고 있습니다.
It's a kimchi making day for this childcare co-op. The children, regardless of their age, are all in one class, so they're all like brothers and sisters. The mothers of only children have the same goal, to develop their children's social skills.
교류할 수 있는 사람이 엄마 아빠로 제한돼 있잖아요. 다른 사람들이랑 상호작용 못하고 좀 그런 것들이 걱정됐는데.
Married Korean women give birth to an average of 1.74 children during their lifetime. Parents of only children are looking for new ways to teach their kids how to get along with others.
800 Korean-made state-of-the-art police cars are now patrolling the streets of the Peruvian capital of Lima. Let's have a look.
A Peruvian police squad goes on a mission. The police officer move in intelligent patrol cars imported from Korea. They can do all business on the scene using laptops connected to the headquarters office through the wireless internet service. It is possible to identify the personal information of a suspect on the spot with fingerprinting and check suspicious car immediately. In addition to a global positioning system, the petrol car is equipped with 4 surveillance cameras that operate around the clock.
Ahorita en este momento nos está mostrando la ubicación del vehículo patrullero donde nos encontramos.
Perry bought 800 intelligent petrol cars from Korea through a government-to-government deal. After being unveiled on Paris Independence Day on July 28th, the petrol cars were recently deployed around Lima. Perry made the purchase because it trusted the quality of Korean cars, Korea's developed security and communication technologies.
Desde hace unos 20 años, progresivamente, la tecnología automotriz coreana ha ido ganando mucho mercado.
Paris Ministry of Interior is considering purchasing 2,000 more intelligent petrol cars from Korea next year. More Korean petrol cars could help enhance public security across the South American country.
Korea and the U.S. have held a joint concert to lend a boost to their friendly relations through cultural exchange. This and more in today's entertainment news.
The band of the 8th Army of the U.S. Forces Korea performed in a holiday concert on Sunday. It played well-known Christmas carols, adding to the holiday season's festive mood. A Korean dance troupe presented traditional Korean dances at the show. The concert is an annual event for American military personnel here in Korea. It has served as an occasion to strengthen Korea-U.S. relations through cultural exchanges.
Korean performers together during the holiday season just to bring us together as partners and to share music and dance, and it's a wonderful program.
Korean boy band Big Bang is aiming to attract 300,000 people to its concerts in Osaka alone until January next year. Big Bang launched a concert tour in Japan in mid-November. It held concerts at Osaka Dome for 3 days from Friday to Sunday. The band sang some 30 songs at the concert.
Tangerines are a popular fruit during the frigid winter months, but few people actually know the benefits of this tasty fruit.
Every winter, tangerines rule the fruit section of the supermarket. Many people buy them by the box to enjoy them all winter long. But if you buy too many tangerines, you run the risk of letting them rot. Keeping them fresh is key. One way to do so is to wrap them up with paper and pile them up one on top of the other. Keep tangerines at room temperature to prevent them from getting too sour and to keep them fresh.
서로 부딪히면서 생기는 수분 때문에 상할 수가 있으니까 귤이 서로 들러붙지 않게 해서 보관을 하면 아주 귤을 상하지 않고 오래도록 맛있게 드실 수가 있습니다.
The best way to deal with less delicious tangerines is to make a preserve. Mix the tangerines with some sugar in a pot and boil them, stirring constantly until the mass becomes thick enough. Store the preserve by putting it into glass jars and turning them upside down.
나중에 여기 진공 상태가 되기 때문에 골마지도 끼지 않고 오래오래 귤잼을 드실 수 있는 방법 중에 하나입니다.
Here's a simpler way to get rid of not-so-tasty tangerines. Pile the tangerines with layers of sugar at a ratio of 1:1, and top it all with oligosaccharide or honey to help the sugar melt faster. After 10 days, your tangerine syrup will be ready. Some people eat quite a few tangerines in one go.
한 5-6개 정도요?
앉아있으면 한 10개는 기본으로 먹지 않아요.
But is it okay to eat so many tangerines in a sitting?
아닙니다. 예, 귤도 하루에 적정 양이 있는데요. 일반적으로는 하루 비타민C 섭취량을 봤을 때 하루 2개 정도를 먹는 것을 권장합니다. 귤의 당도는 수박과 비슷한 10g 정도로 그다지 높은 편은 아닙니다. 그리고 혈당 지수도 고구마보다 오히려 낮기 때문에 당뇨병 환자라도 하루 1개 정도는 드셔도 무방합니다.
Many people also believe that the white part of the tangerine rind is good for their health.
예, 맞습니다. 귤 껍질은 귤 과육보다 비타민C가 3배에서 4배나 많을 정도로 영양 성분이 더 많고요. 귤 과육에 붙어있는 하얀 그물 모양의 그 껍질을 귤락이라고 부르는데요. 돼요. 귤락은 떼서 드시지 마시고 일반적으로는 같이 먹으면 영양 성분이 더욱 강해집니다.
Turns out tangerine rind contains even more vitamins than the pulp. Here's how to make the best use of it. First, wash the tangerines in water dissolved with some vinegar to remove pesticides. Then gather the rind and dry it out in a shaded place. This will help you keep the right humidity level in your house and create a nice smell. After a few days, the dried rind is ready to be made into tea. The famous Oriental medicine book Dongui Bogam, or The Principles and Practices of Eastern Medicine, says that tangerine rind tea helps alleviate indigestion caused by stress. Tangerine rind also makes perfect detergent. It has an excellent bleaching effect. You can also use it to remove bad odors from your microwave oven. Just put some tangerine rind in a bowl, add some water, and microwave it for 2 minutes. Tangerines are a versatile and affordable fruit, keeping you healthy throughout the winter. And now we'll take a look at the markets, followed by the world weather. And that's it for this edition of News Today. We'll see you at the same time tomorrow. Have a great day.